What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as our Odyssean Indian World Conquest. We are, of course, playing on the extended timeline mod, and we are on the 20th of August, 1451. In the last episode, with the assistance of Wanpar, we declared war on Bengal, and basically I gained 11 development in Lakhnor, and I gained 24 development inside their capital region, which was the Bengal Delta. And the most amazing part is we captured an estuary, boosting our... It doesn't seem like a lot, but I think we went from about 9% to 14%. That's actually really bad. I thought it would be a lot more than that. But anyway, now that we have an estuary, we now have more control over the region, and our ally is happy, who we need to improve relations with. Speaking of diplomats, you need to return home. And ultimately, where we stand is my next main goal is to basically, first off, remove all of these rebels, and therefore removing all this war exhaustion. I don't really plan on using diplomatic power to reduce the war exhaustion, but I think what I'm actually going to do is basically sit back and relax. This might be a little bit of a slow episode, but ultimately, the entire goal, obviously, to utilize my manpower, try to grow it up as high as I can. My vassal wants to be a permanent vassal. Absolutely not. And it looks like I still don't want to get basic financial instruments yet. So let's find our capital, which I guess was the one producing spices. Am I getting standardized pikes? Not yet, but I think what I would like to do is, oh my goodness, 98 development. I'm going to do it anyway. 1, 2, and 3. We now have 20 development inside our capital. That was probably not worth it, but that's what we needed to pay for. We need another advisor, despite us losing money right now. What we're going to do is hire another one, and therefore bring our army maintenance all the way down. I'm not sure if we really need those extra couple thousand troops, but I'm probably not going to disband them. And while we're here... our ally Gujarat, they have positive 88 relations. Let's improve it by a couple more. It looks like Bamanas and Vijayanagar fighting it on out. I'm very happy that we weakened Bengal by about, this is 26 developments, 24, that's 50. They lost about 61 development. And they obviously, I feel like we're stronger than them. On their own. And it looks like they lost their alliance with Malwa. That's awesome. I'm hoping that this guy will not be a vassal anymore. Miracle of life. Looks like we now have a new son. Hopefully our old heir will die. 205. I could basically just kill him now, but it's not really worth it. Okay, anything that I can do. I obviously want to repay this loan. Which I have 3 loans. Wow. Oh, they're very, very cheap. 38 ducats. I'm used to paying like 100 ducats per loan. Can I ask for a contribution from the Merchant Guild? No, I cannot. Not until 1455. But at least we've repaid 1 loan. Therefore, we don't have to pay as much in interest. And our manpower is going up. Our war exhaustion is going down. The only thing I'm really worried about are the rebels. And that's about it. I feel like there's going to be some rebels here and here, but as time goes on, the separatism is going to tick down, war exhaustion and the overextension will tick away, and obviously the autonomy will shrink as well. One thing I'm actually probably going to do, looking at the court system, let's put an emphasis on administrative power, at least early on. I feel like my very first idea is probably going to be economic ideas. I get that it doesn't show up just yet, but it's because we haven't necessarily unlocked the constable, and we just need administrative power to really go through with that. Once we get to basically negative 5% bonus, I'll probably go ahead and unlock the basic financial instruments. We have improved relations with our vassal. No, not really. This was with Gujarat. Would Vijayanagar like to be my ally? Yes, they do. I think what I'm going to do first is get a royal marriage. We have no diplomat to send for 5 days. And instead of losing a stability, I am going to reduce the monthly autonomy change for 10 years. Oh man, that is not good. But it's not that bad either. Let's get a royal marriage. And because we're at peace, I don't think it's really going to make a difference. Excuse me, it is going to make a difference because some of the higher autonomy places are only going to probably go down by 0.05 rather than 0.1. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we have a royal marriage with Vijayanagara, and if I ally myself now, I'll probably be called into a war, and I don't want to do that. So, I think I'm going to wait until December, assuming that that's still possible. Manpower slowly ticking up, 133 every single month. We are making 0 money from the provinces we just conquered, but at least the devastation is ticking away. At least the loot is coming back on 1st of January, 1453. And what's cool, this is a silk-producing province, so it would make a ton of sense to build up our economy here. I feel like we have too many units. We have 12,000. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm happy that we have a big military, but we aren't really growing economically. But another thing that we do now have is our third advisor. God, our air is just absolute garbage. Let's go ahead and improve the autonomy, or excuse me, improve the speed. I would like to, I wonder what would happen if I declared war on this guy. You know what? That's I'm probably going to do that very soon. Build up our spy network on Andhra. I get that I have very low manpower, but if I could somehow steal this province without Vijayanagara responding, I absolutely am going to try that. We're not allied yet, but I probably will be. And the longer they fight, the better of an opportunity I'll have. So I'm going to move you over. I feel like we're going to have to get another loan if we are going to, you know, defeat these units. Alright, let's, probably in about 3 months or so, I'll check it again. I am slowly gaining corruption. That is not good, but the overextension will tick away. We are obviously getting some cores. We just finished improving relations with our best friend, Wanpar. Gondwana, still a vassal. You are a vassal of Malwa. Can we improve relations with anybody? What about Mewar? Yes. So let's improve relations with you. And obviously everybody's still battling it out. Vijayanagara is winning, as we expected. And here comes 7 ducats a month is expensive. But at least it's going down. I'm going to actually recall one of my diplomats. And can we get an alliance or a royal marriage? Not an alliance, a royal marriage. I want to get to 190. And I believe on the 1st of January we can begin our annexation. So what would happen if I declared war now? Vijayanagara still is going to say yes, but very soon it might go to no. Looks like I can also once again get we can get our very first missionary. That's not bad. But I think what I would rather have is the constable. We can now unlock basic financial instruments, and we have positive 392 Diplo power. So let's improve the development of our Silk province that has very high autonomy. Looks like we can't even do that just yet, so maybe we'll wait. But I would absolutely like to produce a lot more silk because it's so high of a price of a commodity. We're losing a lot of money, and that makes me nervous. And I guess by the time we throw down a core, we're going to check again to see if Vijayanagara will come into this battle. I hope not. Okay, so now we're going to fabricate our claim on this place. I wonder if it's a good idea to get my alliance now. So, -2 reason still. That's not what I was expecting. Yeah, it says they're going to join in. That is absolutely what I don't want. But as they fight it out, eventually war exhaustion is going to tick up. They're going to lose some manpower. I mean, if I lose 1 ducat if I lose like 15 ducats at the most just by higher army maintenance, I think that'll be fine. Marriage bonds, once again. So this looks like another meditation event. I feel like what I'm gonna do is go ahead, and the union between wife and husband is truly the heart of the divine. So another 5 years. No, a 2-year. I don't know what the difference will be, but I feel like we're gonna get some sort of bonus later on. And we can unlock... I still want to get the constable. We need a lot of power to do that. Okay, so now we can declare war. I absolutely am going to take advantage of this situation. And are we going to be able to defeat them in one swoop? It looks like we are. And I would hope that our vassals here would assist us, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. You need to retreat home. I don't want to fight you if I don't need to. And let's bring over 4 troops. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 3,000. And I need to verify how big this fort will be. And it looks like it's really small, so that's nice. And I'm wondering, can I even reduce my army maintenance now and try to gain some income? Not really. I feel like that's going to have to stay up. I am going to steal all their income, and we are going to improve relations with Vijayanagara because I do want an alliance. But, you know, through strategic planning and, you know, a little bit of cunning, I feel like we're doing quite well. Fingers crossed, though. My next goal is to obviously get as much manpower as I can. Try to obviously get a surplus of income. Secrets in our alliance. This is basically a message that comes up all the time. And this is the only one that I don't really care about. Just try to cut them off from important affairs. Alright, I see 7,000 Orisi separatists. Do we still have the friendlies can attach? No, we don't. I'm wondering why... my vassal is on top of things. Okay, so they still want our provinces. So I feel we had the flu, so we're going to quarantine the ports. I feel like what's going to happen... Gaining 20 Diplo power. I feel like what's going to happen is once we take this territory, we're now being attacked. Didn't want to have that happen. By our own rebels. Once we take this province, I feel like Vijayanagara will want this province... And I feel like we're going to not be friends. And this little heart symbol is probably going to go away. I would like to get an alliance now. What if I gave them military access? We have 4 of 3 diplomatic relations anyway. But I guess that's fine. And now I guess the moment of truth. We are taking this province, taking all of their... Wow, it's a lot of money. Taking all of their money. They no longer exist. Does Vijayanagara want to be my friend? No. -9 reasons. And it's because I'm allied to Gujarat. But I absolutely am going to need to have to deal with Vijayanagara because they are too strong. And I do not want to have to deal with them. Let's go ahead and begin our annexation of this vassal. And recall you. These ships can go ahead and protect our trade. And we definitely do want to repay these loans. I could repay 3 of them, and I guess I've repaid all of my loans. Bring our army maintenance on down. Mothball all of our forts, and I guess we don't have any forts. We are now making a positive surplus of money. Actually, we gotta wait one more turn. We're making 1 ducat a month, so I am happy about that. We've gained an iron province and an estuary, and anytime we have an estuary, even with this delta here, that unfortunately is not actually a core yet, which I'm a little upset about. Anytime we have an estuary, we obviously want to give it to the merchant guilds, because basically they improve our trade power and the amount of goods that we actually produce, so that's always really beneficial. I can make this a state, so this is exactly what we wanted to do. And then, therefore, pay this money that's expensive. And this will eventually become part of the merchant guilds. The only thing I'm going to be concerned about is, do they have too much power now? Looks like they still don't. But we can finally, very soon, 1455. On the 27th of October, I'm definitely going to take as much money from them as I can, asking for a contribution. And then, therefore, once I have money, I'm going to be definitely building up some factories, which are going to be getting me more and more income. Waiting for October. Let's go ahead and unlock standardized pikes. And we have a lot of diplomatic power that isn't really being utilized. Going from the Indian foot soldier to the Indian arquebusier. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. That's kind of weird because I believe these are hand cannons. And I don't know why we have those in 1455. Not hand cannons, but like rifles. But early versions of the rifle. Okay, we now are going... We were going to do something. Oh yes, in October, which is what we're in now. We're eventually going to milk this estate... 27th of October, asking for 74 ducats, and once we have about 180 or so, 182 ducats, I want to build 2 workshops, and I guess one's going to go in the Bengal Delta, and the other one will go to Midnapore, which will be here. We're going to make about 0.8 ducats, which is not bad by any means. But if we finally have some workshops, I feel like it's definitely going to be a lot better. Diplomatic relations +1. Now we went from 4 of 3 to 4 of 5. So I think that's really odd how that worked. Still waiting for our 91 coin. We're about to get it very, very soon. We had poor quality ore. So now our infantry ability is weaker. And there it is. We have a brand new building. Our truce with Mawa has ended. I don't really plan on attacking anybody until, first off, I get actual money. And then my manpower just goes and improves itself. I want to have up to about 17,000 manpower before I do anything crazy. Would Vijayanagara like to be my ally? Went from -3 to -9 to -11. I could easily... Man, I hate how I move my screen. I literally have no idea how to fix this. I might have to uninstall that application. But anyway, what I was saying is I'm allied to Gujarat, and the reason why is I want to be able to destroy Vijayanagara. And the only way that we would do this is Wanpar would need to assist. They would need to attack Bamanis, and then Gujarat would have to come in as well. I feel like this is exactly what we're going to have to do. But rather than dealing with Bengal, I feel like Vijayanagara is going to be our next actual threat or issue. Unfortunately, we do have a royal marriage, so that is not great. And I believe we have good relations as well, so that's not great either. But yeah, we're in this like period of reconstruction. Gujarat is asking for our assistance against Bamanis. This is a war they have started. While we're waiting, man, I was finally making a lot of money. While we're waiting, let's improve the, morale here. I was hoping that Bamanis and Vijayanagara would go to war. I'm going to wait until the 1st of November. Actually, I'm just going to accept it now. I definitely want to assist my allies. Don't really want to be here, though. And it looks like they don't really have any allies, so I think we're going to be fine. I don't want to lose manpower either, so maybe my vassal can do all the dirty work. I am going to hang out inside this jungle province. And we are going to slowly but surely move our way closer and closer to the border. And continue putting pressure on. While slowly getting more and more manpower because we're not taking attrition. And it looks like all of our allies are obviously going to do the sieges. I would like to hang out in this jungle province. Our vassalization is coming along well. We're going to move from 12,000 troops to 16. I am absolutely not going to assist. Definitely not going to matter to me. Now, what would matter to me is if Garjat here If I annexed all of their troops and then I had to pay all of my manpower, I don't think I would like that by any means. Alright, they're looking like they're about to move in here. And they have more troops than I do. I think what I'm going to do is hang out inside this jungle province. I see them coming. This is making me nervous. They're about to be attacked in the jungle. I could easily annihilate them because they have a -1 crossing and -1 terrain. But I don't want to lose manpower. I feel like once we go ahead and take this province, we should be able to just move our troops on in and destroy them. Yeah, they're coming down. I don't want to be here. I'm going to slowly play defensive, try to turtle my troops until we're ready to assault them together. We still have a lot of discipline, which is nice. Still moving up. You're going to chill. Okay, now I will gladly fight them if needed. That is far away, but I'm moving in. Alright, moving back. Where are they retreating to? Probably their capital. Can I destroy them in time? No. Very sad about that. So I guess we're going to retreat to this jungle. Now I can't move at all. That does not make sense. How did I literally just get trapped here? I can move there, but I can't move home. This is amazing. Okay, I have 75 coin, have a little bit more manpower. Things are going well. We are probably going to chill in these highlands, and it looks like we still can't move. And I guess I'm going to put an end to this episode. So thank you all for joining me. Hope you all have an awesome day. I will see you in our next adventure.